Yo guys, welcome back to another video. And yeah, as you can see, we're running the Traders tournament and I did get 2-6-4-1. This score can easily be built upon because you can see once you get the Uma maxed, it's just about stalling to the best of your ability. And yeah, this run I got was the first run I got Uma maxed out. I've had multiple runs where I just can't get her maxed out because of course it is RNG, so I don't want to push further for now. Of course, maybe like Monday, Wednesday, I would push for a better strat, but right now, I'm not pushing for that. I'm just going to give you something to work with so you guys can actually have a chance of pushing. And you guys have been seeing, I think you guys saw in update logs, there was a Monkey King strat, and I know a few people have been showing me, like, they've got people with like 90 billion in their Traitless bracket yesterday, or the last tournament, and was at 900 billion in the trades bracket last tournament. So yeah, that person was just bug abusing that, and you could essentially just get infinite damage on your Jinmori clones. So I'm not gonna get to the specifics of it, but yeah, it was a stupid bug. But yeah, it's patched now. I did not get to use that at all. It would have been funny to make a video about it, but it is what it is. Anyways, this is the team we're running. We got Speedwagon, Uma, Eins, Perona, Mob, Brook, and we're caloric stoning Broly for his domain. So let's just get into this run. Okay, so in terms of what you want to do is just follow what I'm doing, pretty much. And I did leave my Broly domain at the top left of my screen and Iron Spells at the bottom right, because I don't think I covered it. So yeah, you can just pre-prep your spells if you want, like me. But I've been doing multiple runs, that's why it looks like I'm pre-prepped it. But yeah, first Uma down, double rest, and then put stats in. Put your 2 farms down. And you want to get Irons down pretty early because you want him to proc the Aura of the Overlord passive, or his spell, because it means that he's going to be discounting your farms. And you want to make sure that at all times your farm has a 1.2x range buff. That's that way you know that they are being affected by the Aura of the Overlord buff. And of course they'll be discounted as well. Now you keep putting stats into your Umas. In terms of like what you're doing, aim for this is pretty much the aim for this run, or this Traitless tournament, is can you max your Umas fully before dying? Because that is the most important point of this run. Everything before that is just prepping and getting to that point. But you can see my previous high score is 2159. The title of the video was like 26 something. So it got me 500 kills roughly because I was able to max my Umas. It made me survive way longer. It can probably make you survive even longer as well if you can stall better. There were times, yeah, where I'd see certain enemies there's certain enemies I did die to. If I saw them ahead of time and stalled them earlier, guess what? I would have won. I mean, I would have been surviving longer, of course. But you only get your 3 mobs here. Set 2 to last and 1 to first. Place your Brook down. Do your Brook stats. You want to make sure you hit 40 strings, so 40 notes. So when you see X40, you can click off. Because at that point, you should have the full 60% buff. And now you're going to be upgrading your Umas because you want your Uma to, of course, kill off these guys. Because as she goes past, she's just going to be swiping and killing all these people. Most of these leagues should just die because of Uma. You can see at this point you want to be upgrading your mob and having him set to strongest. So he's following this boss that spawns at wave 10. And here you want to be using Prona to slow it, so as soon as you can, You slow this boss for a Piranha. So sell this one, place Piranha there, sell it back and replace. And now you have this mob set to strongest. You can actually target this boss and do damage to him. But you can see all those leaks got dealt with because of Uma. And just keep following and make sure you slow it as soon as you can. There you go, slow it again. That's what you pretty much want to do for all bosses that do spawn. Making sure that you're effectively stalling them at all times, you know. And now at this point you want to get all mobs to upgrade 10. Because yeah, you want to get these mobs up so they're doing most of the damage. Because they are your main DPS. Mob is your main DPS, by the way. For those that just can't realize. And roughly every 4 minutes you want to keep doing your Brook buff because it is a 5-minute buff. I mean it lasts 5 minutes, but you want to have that leeway in case you do forget and do mess up. So just watch the timer and every like 4 minutes you just want to do the buff. And yeah, now the boss should die regardless, so it's fine. I don't have to follow it with prone anymore. And now over here in a Caloric Storm Brolian, place him roughly around here somewhere. Wherever you can fit him in, place him there. Set him to last. And as soon as wave 19 comes around, you want to use his domain. So of course Uma stats first, and then use Broly's domain. I think you can push it to wave 20 in terms of domain time, but it just depends on how you manage things in between. Because Prona's not really slowing all the mobs at all times, so it's kind of harder with Prona, but she is necessary for, of course, those curse summons who do. They are also useful as well, so it's like, it's really hard to drop Prona in a way, if you know what I mean. And in terms of like other options, there's not really many because the only other option is Stark, and his slow is kind of bummy because he does need to follow up. Well, he needs to do 2 attacks before he slows. And Prona is on hit, so it's just a lot better. But you see, I slowed this boss here, place my Prona right where I need her, and now making sure that each mob is at upgrade 10. Once they are upgrade 10, I put auto upgrade on onto my irons. And I get them to I get them all to upgrade 11 then, before I do that first. Because you want to make most of their damage. You want to make sure that this domain damage that we're getting right now, maximizing the effect of it. And yeah, as soon as the repulse kind of messed me up, but yeah, slowed him again. Brought her back to where she was. And now auto upgrading my irons after all my mobs are upgraded. And you can see in on the range we did like a lot of damage to this boss. Roughly like, yeah, 20... is that 24 billion? 24 million, yeah, 24 million. Even a bit more than that. But yeah, that's why it's important to stall the boss effectively. And here, once you hit wave 25, every wave after this is where the RNG hits. You don't want to be failing a single stat. If you fail a single stat in your emo, your whole run just goes downhill. So yeah, now you just have to pray that you hit. Because like you'll see there's multiple times here where I'm legit putting the stats in slowly because I'm just praying that it just does not fail. Because the amount of runs I had to do because of the failures was just frustrating, you know. I was like very close just to like stopping. But yeah, I haven't posted a video today and the 20 didn't reset, so I wanted to get a video out for you guys. And now at this point you're in the max your Broly. And yeah, just keep allocating stats and just pray nothing fails. One failure cooks the whole run, remember? And at that point, if you didn't notice, I used the Brook nuke because I want to like freeze these enemies that are approaching, of course, and of course do a bit of damage to them. Because these are the ones that are gonna cause me issues if I did not use the domain. I mean the Brook ability. I probably could have used it like 20 seconds after I used it. But you just want to hit like roughly a good chunk of mobs with it if you can. Because a lot of these mobs here from waves 29 to 34 are the mobs that basically make this so difficult for you. Because as you can see, they are not dying, you know. The only way to kill them is of course stalling them effectively and letting Uma just swipe them. So pretty much from wave 28 to wave 37, it's just doing the same consistent thing of slowing the mobs. Making sure any mob that is there is slowed. And upgrading your Uma stats in between. That's all it is. That's all you can do, and that's all you have to do. I'll try some different setups, of course, in the next few days because I do want to see if Doflamingo, Law, Ace, you know, One Piece units can do something. That's the issue, you know. It's got when you got Irons here, it's like you want to build a team around Irons, but you know it's hard with those types of units because the best spells for Irons requires 2 passion units or 3 passion units, of course. Since Unknown is banned, so can't really make the most of Unknown. So it's like you want to get 3 passion units in your team while also catering to those elements. And yeah, it's not much you can do. Like if I replaced no, I mean Mob and Broly, who would I even bring? Like there's no one really, you know what I mean? The only other One Piece unit star is Zoro, Sanji, Law, Doflamingo, Ace. Doflamingo needs multiple placements, so I would have him as the mob replacement. And then who would I put like Law for wanted application or Ace for wanted application? You know what I mean? It's just I can't think of any ideas. Not sure how effective that would be. But you can see I was so ecstatic when I got to this point. And now that Uma is max, it's just about doing the same thing, stalling, stalling, stalling. Because now Uma should just wipe the map. It takes her roughly like 6 to 8 seconds. You know, I was gonna say something, but let's not do that today. Yeah, roughly 6 to 8 seconds to cross from this point to the end. Probably maybe even like 5.5, I don't know, something like that. But it's just about stalling these guys as much as you can. And this is why the spot I'm in is pretty bad because you see the mobs that are like the very back here that are closing in. You're gonna be slowing those guys as well. So the mobs that are like so far away from me, are, like near that nice bend, yeah. You can probably see what I'm talking about. You see where the health bar is? Those mobs over there. If you're slowing them as well, you'll run significantly, yeah. I don't know why I was fumbling on that, but yeah, it improves a lot, you know. Look, you see I do it on a few occasions, but if I was doing it more consistently, I would have had a way better run. So I'm mentioning it now so you guys actually know what to do. Because as I told you, it's RNG with the Umas, so I'm not gonna run again to try and get that perfect run. But it's pretty much what you have to do, so that's pretty much it for the video. You know, it's just about stalling and praying you can get your Umas up. And yeah, if you're new around here, like and subscribe. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'll try work on a trade strat soon. You know, maybe tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, forgive me for the late upload. But yeah, that's it for the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.